Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of CLX Foundry Live, where we dive deep into a build and we put it all together right there on the screen for you. I'm your host, DJ Blue PDX, and joining me live from our studio in Wichita, Kansas, is our lead technical expert, Paul Steffens, and our master builder, Zach Killingsworth. Gentlemen, hello.
What up?
We've got a fun box there. We've also got a fun competition going, or it's a giveaway, really. So I know a lot of you are going to be asking, where's the codes? The codes will be given out in stream. These codes are delivered on for Twitch, Kick, and YouTube on Tuesdays. And then you can also find them in our Discord at discord.gg/CLX Gaming. Find them on my stream. And you find them on TikTok? You guys do the codes on TikTok?
Sometimes.
Okay, sometimes a code on TikTok. There you go. So keep an eye out, and we'll let you know when it happens. So in the meantime, we've got this beautiful red raw. Let's go.
All right, so this one's for Jeffrey. He custom configured a raw Intel BattleBox Ultimate off our website. So starting out with our processor, we've got the Intel Core i9 14900KF. To cool that, we've got our CLX Quench 360 AIO in black with RGB. The motherboard we're going to be using is an MSI Pro Z790-P with Wi-Fi on board, and we've got 2 sticks of Patriot 16GB DDR5 6000 speed for our memory. Our storage drives, we've got 2 of them, so our main drive is going to be a 1TB T-Force G50, and then our secondary drive is a 2TB Seagate hard disk drive. The video card in this build is an RTX 5070. We've got 7 of our GameDS Aeolus M2 fans for our case fans, got light strips, sound cards, and an 850 watt Thermaltake power supply.
Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. So I know I always ask this, but it's been kind of crazy lately. How has your weather been?
It's still hot, but it's been like 90s. It's come down a little bit from the hundreds, which is nice.
No tornadoes?
No tornadoes.
Good. Okay, cool.
I think tornado season's over now.
Mm-hmm. You would think so.
I don't think we usually get them like in the fall. It's usually springtime when that weather changes. When you get cold air mixing with hot air, and the air gets mad and starts spinning around.
Like that's what's happening in Hawaii.
Rip.
Mount Kilauea ignited, and it's snowing on the top of it because it's so cold, and it's just creating a vortex. It's wild. You know what else is wild? This motherboard. Okay, the first thing we're going to put in our raw chassis is going to be an MSI Pro 790p Wi-Fi. This thing's got all the bells and whistles. It's a good entry-level board. Let's take a look at what we've got for connectivity. At the very top, you can see your flash button, a little tiny thing up there, and then you've got your serial USB. Your serial port for legacy keyboards or mice. There's going to be 4 total USB 2s. There is also going to be USB 3.2 Gen 1. Now that's 5 gigs up and down. USB 3.2 Gen 2. That's 10 gigs up and down. And the Type C is a 3.2 Gen 2 by 2, which is 20 gigs up and down. So a lot of good bandwidth on this. Plus, you've got the audio connectors and your Wi-Fi connectors. So when it comes to boards that don't have an IO shield already plugged in, what are some things you want to recommend to people so they don't screw it up?
Yes, so this one we have already folded back our Ethernet tab. Sometimes there will be a nice little metal tab that sticks out. These are kind of like similar tabs, but these are just springs. Whereas that is a full size. We just want to fold that back over so that we don't cause any damage to our motherboard.
Okay. Hey, Zach, I can't hear you.
Say what?
There we go.
There we go. Awesome. Fixed it. Okay. Now, processors, this is going to be great. This is an i9 14900KF processor by Intel. This is a powerful processor. This is one generation newer than the one I have in my system, and I love it. Paul, tell us a little bit about this processor.
All right, so this is a 24-core, 32-thread processor. You've got 8 performance cores with 16 efficiency cores. Has a base speed of 3.2, and it can boost all the way up to 6.0. Very, very fast.
Nice. It's interesting, a colored bracket. Little blue tips on it. Okay. Now, while we're doing this, what was that? Why don't you tell them what you're doing?
Yes, so I am attaching the backplate. Every Intel system will require a backplate to be installed. The AMD boards have it built on, but I am installing our heat distribution device equipment. If it's your first time ever doing it, read that operation manual and select the proper hardware for your socket type, and you'll be good to go.
There we go. Nicely done.
Yeah.
And that's going to be for
Playing with the cables.
RAIO. So obviously, you got to have a way of cooling your processor. That's very important, and that involves thermal paste and a thing called a pump and a radiator if you're choosing an AIO. Paul, why don't you go through what an AIO is and what are the other ways that you can actually cool your processor?
Sure. So AIO stands for all-in-one. That's what we're working on right here. So this is a liquid cooler for our processor. So there's already fluid inside that radiator. It comes out of the box ready to go. Like Zach's mentioned, it's going to come with a few different sets of hardware for the different motherboard types. Since we're using a Intel board, we need the Intel hardware. So that's what Zach installed. If you had any of the others, you could use those.
There we go. Nice. Now, open loop is a little bit different than the AIOs in that sense of customization.
Yeah, if you do an open loop build, which we do offer as well, those are a lot more labor intensive. The end product looks absolutely amazing, but that's where we will custom bend tubes here. You can pick the color of coolant in there, the color of fittings, whole bunch of customization that you can do there to just really make your PC look amazing.
Nice. Now, this for the AIO, we are going to be having a CLX Quench 360 AIO in black. This is a new RGB. And Zach, well, what exactly are you doing?
We have a lot of cables on this, Betty, because it has an RGB addressable header on it. So we have our fan header that comes typical. This has an RGB header so that we can control it, and this does have like a little switch so that we can actually like control it like a remote and rotate through colors if we would like.
There we go. So when you are first connecting your pump, there's some real specific things you need to make sure that you do. Part of it is in how you tighten it down, and then how you route the wires. And then for this, the power cable and the RGB cable. So Zach, walk us through that process. What is so important to do on these?
Yeah, so when we do install our screws like I'm doing here, we don't want to go in a circle. We want to bounce around in opposite corners. That will apply even pressure to our processor. If I was to screw both of these top ones down, we would have all of our pressure on top of our processor, on the top half of it. That could cause damage to either A, our motherboard, or B, our processor, and both of those we definitely don't want to cause damage to. We just want to use them for gaming.
Facts.
There we go. Nice. Shout out to Swadish Kumarbag. I think I just absolutely murdered your name. I'm sorry. Hi, welcome in over the YouTube side. We are building PC for a customer right now, and this is what we do. We do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, the show is on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. And then on Thursdays, we're exclusively on TikTok. So lots of fun. Those shows start at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 Eastern, US GMT. I think it's minus 8. You're from India. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Okay. Now, these fans were already installed, and these are part of the 7 Gambius Aeolus 120 millimeter black RGB fans. And these go directly on top. So which side do you need to put that on, and which direction do you want the air blowing?
So we want air to be going into the fan, being pushed through the radiator, and then out the case in this configuration. So this is called the push method. Radiators do have threaded holes on both sides. You could put fans on either side, but the big thing here is we just want to make sure we are pushing air through it rather than pulling it, because that has that increases the effectiveness of the cooling.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We gotta have something to think with, and that's gonna be our RAM, our memory, and that is gonna be 2 16 gig sticks of Patriot DDR5 6000 in black, which means it comes with some LEDs on it, and it's great when you're installing it. If you're doing this for the first time, always make sure that you do lanes 2 and 4. Use lanes 2 and 4 when you're installing RAM for the first 2. The second 2, then you can use lanes 1 and 3, and it's just the way they did it. So, you get a lot of orders for custom liquid cooling systems by Kenton asks.
We get a decent amount, yeah. We usually always have a couple orders in the works. So nothing too crazy, but yeah, it's definitely increased a lot over the years. It used to be a big deal when we'd get one. It was like, oh dang, we got one, and now we pretty much always have at least a few.
What's the craziest one that you've ever done?
I think it was in... there was a Corsair case that was like a massive
1000D.
Yeah, maybe that, which has a dual loop. So the customer opted for a CPU loop and then a separate GPU loop. So they had one whole cooling system for their processor, another for their video card. And so that allowed them to have 2 different reservoirs, 2 different pumps, so they could use 2 different colors of fluid, which gets really, really cool looking.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of bins in those tubes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your basic layout of like, here's a little L. It's like, here's an L here, into another L here, into an L here. And if one of those L's is off by like 2 millimeters, then you have to redo the entire tube. So it's very fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
What's also entertaining is when you install a hard drive. We got something for our operating system drive, and that is going to be a 2 terabyte Seagate. No, I'm sorry, a 1 terabyte GeForce G50 NVMe M.2 right there. And Zach is putting a heat shield back on. Zach, tips when you're using heat shields on a motherboard.
Don't forget to peel the thermal pad. That is very important. Yes, your NVMe drives do not require to have that heat sink on top of there, but if you do have a heat sink on there, you definitely want to peel that peel so that your equipment won't get hot.
Let's see here. Nady Realments asks a good question, says, have you ever screwed up a PC and had to pay for it? That's my biggest fear.
No, we don't require if somebody screws up a PC for them to pay for it. We just
garnish our paychecks. Oh, I would have some paychecks garnished for hardcore.
Yeah,
I have melted fans and hard drives, and I've broken motherboards and memory modulars.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good training process. So, you know, every time we get some new person in who breaks something, it's, you know, we like to avoid that, obviously, but it does happen from time to time. If they do it too much, then we gotta come sit down with me and have a little chat. But I don't even know when the last time that was. Many years ago.
Yeah. When you break something, you have to get it signed off by Paul.
Yeah. So. I've got to sign off on all the physical damage. Yep.
Nice. You know what else
and then
is nice?
I got to explain it to my boss. So,
oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to explain. It's time for a code. It's code time. And that is our first code. It is a RAD-2T9M. That is 2 Tango 9 Mike. 2 Tango 9 Mike. That is your first RAD code. That is going to be worth 50 extra entries into the giveaway. Is there any video of you doing the custom liquid cooling system? We did a custom loop way back, I want to say in year 1 or year 2 of the show.
Yeah, if you go back on YouTube, you can probably find the VOD of it. We really would like to do a full build on the show, but just the amount of labor that it takes. I mean, it's an all-day thing to get one done with the bending of the tubes and stuff. So we would have to be live like all day. But we did have one that we did on the show where I believe we prepped the tubes, like we had the tubes bent before the show. And we applied the block to the video card, so you get to see us take a GPU apart and then put the actual water block on and do all that stuff. So if you want to find that, it's on YouTube. Mike, maybe it's titled Open Loop. It's on there though. I've gone back and seen it.
And it was back when Hayden was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day. NGC says, hi, what's going on? And Cosworth and I have both been banging through Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which is awesome. And he mentions, I went into a lagoon and resynced yesterday and got sunk in under a minute against a frigate in a man of war. Yo, those man of wars are massive and they are terrifying. And if anybody knows what a man of war is, it's an it's an old ship style for when you had wooden ships, but it had, I want to say 3 or 4 decks of cannons on either side. This was a nightmarish war machine. It was a big, heavy ship, but ooh, it would wreck you. And so going up against that and a frigate, geez, I don't know how I do it. It's not like we have it in Windrose, where you can actually repair your ship in the process of. So.
I have never played Black Flag.
It is surprisingly fun.
I've heard it's so good.
Not surprisingly, it's well. This remake is absolutely spectacularly well optimized. So, yeah, because I'm playing it at 1440p and I'm pulling 150 to 180 FPS.
Nice.
Can you give me one, please? Reply, please. You know what? That's not in my wheelhouse to answer. So. But if you'd like to know more about them, head on over to CLXgaming.com. There we go. Okay. Now, I see you attaching little... What are these little things that you're putting on?
Give you 2 seconds. We're going to do crisscross applesauce, so I do this properly. And
oh, heck yeah. Nicely done.
And now we have one of our light strips installed.
Yay. Oh, that's going to look wicked. And you can, well, how do you normally tell which direction the air is going to blow when it comes to a fan?
So the part that you're seeing right now that doesn't have the grill where you can just see all the blades, there's nothing blocking it, that's your intake. Now there are reverse blade fans, but if you're looking into those, you already know this stuff, so.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay, this is okay. Something I can watch tonight. There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now, we got to get the case out. Now, this is a big case. This is a Leon Lee 011. I have this case, but just a different color setup and strength.
Prison shank.
Yep. Mine is wide. Okay, so here's that little pop. That is how you want to put that in there. There's also tabs on that you might want to make sure that you get folded in correctly.
Yeah.
Or folded correctly, not folded incorrectly, but yeah.
Okay.
Do be careful with those IO shields because they are very, 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 very sharp.
The camera.
Now we're going to be putting the motherboard into the system by loading it onto the standoffs. Standoffs are these little... Well, I call them nubbins, but Paul, take it away.
Yeah, they're pretty small. They're kind of like screws, but they also have a threaded hole in them. So that's what Zach is screwing these mounting screws into, is those standoffs. And the reason we have those in is so that our motherboard isn't screwed directly to the frame of the chassis, because that would cause it to short out.
There we go. And yes, that has been verified. It happens.
Yeah, most
Now,
cases will come with those standoffs pre-installed, but you definitely want to make sure they're in the right location before you put your board in.
And how do you tell which spot the screws go with?
The easiest way is to just lay your motherboard down and make sure that through every one of those holes that Zach's putting these screws in, you see a standoff, and then when you pull it up, make sure there aren't any extras where there isn't a hole.
The little solder flowers. Joseph Von Croy mentions that thing is massive. Yeah. It's big. I mean, that's the same size as mine back there.
They don't call it an XL for no reason.
Right? Heads up, I'm ordering the Galactica model next month, and I'm not letting her slip through my fingers again. Oh my gosh, yes, dude. That's awesome. Who here's a Battlestar Galactica fan?
Nerds.
I know. Let my inner nerd flag fly. Yes. Sorcerer Von Croy. Yep, I am. Absolutely. Oh, it's been really interesting. Because I think I mentioned this before. Katie Sackhoff, who played Starbuck, is doing a watch-along series. She's never watched the show. So she's doing her first time viewing, and on her Patreon, they do it live, and you get to see her reaction.
Who is this?
Guests from a former cast of the show.
Who is this?
Katie Sackhoff. She played Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica. She was also in.
She was in
Longmire?
the show, but never watched it.
Yep.
What?
You'd be
Get her
surprised
out.
how many actors don't ever end up seeing their shows. They know what scenes they did. They did. All right. What was that? Oh, sorry. Production hit me and I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, she was awesome in that role. She was in Longmire. She's been in a couple other things. She's a really great actress. Love it. And she's a local. She's from here in Portland. Which is awesome. Now, speaking of awesome, you did notice that Zach basically loaded a clamp. Well, it looks like a clamp or a piece of a blue. What is it that you just screwed onto the board right there?
That is the anti-sag bracket for our video card.
Anti-sag bracket. Yes, we'll talk about that a little more once we get over to the GPU setting.
Do you know the farming episode of BSG was actually done just west of Wichita, a small town called Goddard?
What?
The farming episode of BSG.
Yeah, they basically had to clear out and get all the algae to make food.
Battlestar Galactica.
And
BSG.
Yeah. And that's also when the Temple of the Final Five was
Ha!
discovered.
I'm such a nerd. I know what
I
BSG
know.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means Battlestar Galactica.
I have no idea if there's a farming episode in Battlestar
my-
Galactica.
Yeah. There. You said you don't know?
I have no
There
idea
was.
if there's. Yeah, I figured there was. There's
actually
usually a
was.
farming
That's what's
episode in some
amazing.
things. I'm just
Yeah,
out
they
here with
were-
my fake facts.
They were collecting algae and to
Yeah.
create food. Yeah. I was like, I didn't know that was in Kansas, but all right. Usually they filmed it up around Vancouver.
Yeah, you're gonna go tell people now. Did you know that was filmed? You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Harrison
like
Ford's
what?
walking around in the background if you look close enough.
He does
Yep.
actually come to Wichita quite often. Harrison Ford.
Harrison?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Him and some guy from the or the Food Network.
Yeah.
What's his
Guy
name?
Fieri.
I don't,
Yeah,
does the
Fieri.
guy? I was thinking of the older dude with glasses.
Adrian Bourdain.
No. What's that guy? He's like kind of quirky.
The
Gordon
spiky
Ramsay?
hair?
No.
No, he's barely got any hair.
Oh.
Usually has some crazy glasses on.
Speaking of
Slides
crazy
across.
glasses,
Quirky guy from Food Network. Let's see if that's enough.
well, while you're doing that, I want
Alton
to tell you what
Brown.
isn't enough, and that is the fact that we've got another code.
Yeah, this
All
guy.
right, your code is Zen 274 Delta. That is
Alton
274 Delta. That's going to be worth 100 extra entry points for the giveaway. So we've got 150 extras, which is awesome. Did you find out who it was?
Alton Brown.
Oh,
Who's the
there you go.
other guy? Who's the Fraser guy that has the beer?
Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah, Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Argo
we
ship
live
for
in
those
Wichita. People
Wait,
fly
okay.
over here.
He promotes his beer.
Yes. Yeah, it was a pretty brilliant design when it was written. Okay, now we're getting this in. One thing I just want to point out is we often see 120 millimeter fans, and if you add 120 up 3 times, that's a 360. Your AIO is a 360. Are there other size fans that can be chosen or used?
Yeah, this case supports 140 millimeter fans as well, so you can use those if you want.
Any big difference or?
140 is going to produce a little bit more airflow because they're a little bit bigger, but what you're going to see, like performance in games, is probably not much.
Negligible. Got it.
Yeah.
We've got some other cool stuff that we're going to show you on the back of it once Zach's done. Now, the first thing that Zach's probably going to be doing back there is taking care of the case cables. So, Zach, walk us through that.
Alrighty. Well, this beast of a machine has quick release hat bays, which we will be populating. So, if we could do a side camera here, we do have all of our fun stuff going on back here. We've got all of our case cables, our powers, RGBs, Type Cs, Type 3s, all that fun stuff. And we've got these 4 hard drive bays, and they allow us to quickly install hard drives and SSDs, which makes it very, very nice.
One thing to notice, as you guys notice, there is where the motherboard's I/O shield is. There's a section behind it that also has grids on it, which is also part of it. This is what we call like a 2/3 or 3/4 build, because the motherboard doesn't sit directly on the back of the machine. It has an entirely different space that covers cable management and has some pretty shocking, surprising things when it comes to the hard drive base. So, Paul, take it away.
Yeah, so there's a ton of room back there for our extra hard drive bays. Like Zach mentioned, you can see there's one above, one at the top and one at the bottom. Then that middle hole there is where our power supply is going to go. So all of that is in the back portion of the case. You won't see any of those cables or anything like that when we have the panels on. Probably the most unique thing about this case, like Zach mentioned, is these hard drive bays have like hot swap connectors in there. So Zach's got all of the SATAs plugged in, and we will plug the SATA powers in as well when we get to our video card, so that if this customer wants to add in another hard drive or something, they don't need to run any cables. They just slide the hard drive into the bay and it will automatically plug in. So I like that feature about this case.
Somebody who has a multitude of hard drives that are from back when I was producing music, yeah, that's why they're here. They're flipping if they're new enough. Sometimes they don't because they're old, and they're very old. These are Molex.
Yeah, they don't have the SATA connections then.
Yeah, no. The
Man.
IDE cable.
Oof.
That weird, wiry, wide ribbon thing. Yeah, that was terrifying. Don't forget, if you've got questions, everybody, you are more than welcome to ask them in here. That's what we're here for. If you want building your first PC, think about building your first PC, or just wondering what we're doing, or you hear a term that you don't know, let us know, and I'll be more than happy to get the boys to answer it. Now, that's a really good shot of being able to see where the drive bays are. And that center hole in the middle on the left side, that's where the power supply goes. Now, what is the advantage of having the power supply behind the board like that?
So there's a couple things. The main thing is aesthetics, so you won't see any of the cables from the power supply, but the other thing is it's going to get its own air intake from this side of the case and shoot it out the back right here. That way none of the heat from the power supply will get into the main body of the case.
That's awesome. Icy Pancakes 1, because Icy Pancakes 2 would have been just too many. Specs for this, we've got it. It's a CLX Raw 011. It's the Raw Red edition. We've got an i9 14900KF 360 AIO on an MSI Pro Z790 with an NVIDIA RTX 5070 Ti going in there with a 1TB M.2 for the storage, a 2TB Seagate Barracuda for the secondary drive, and then you're going to have a Creative Labs Sound Blaster Audigy card. That's an FX 5.1. You've got your Game DS Aeolus fans, and then the power supply is going to be a Thermaltake 850 80 plus gold. There's a quick rundown. Ta-da! Okay. So what we're looking at here is the case cables, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Okay. So for somebody who's doing a very first time build, what are some tips or tricks when they're getting their case cables all lined up?
Yeah, so I like to break everything down into the rules of thirds. There are essentially 3 groupos of cables inside each system. You're going to have your case cables, which is what I'm managing now. Once we get this done, then we'll take care of these pesky fan cables. And after that, we get to plug in all the power cables. And by doing it that way, it just helps and makes it a lot easier for any troubleshooting issues that might arise, or in the future when we go to upgrade. Let's say we want to upgrade our power or our graphics card or something like that. Having everything tied up nice and neat makes it a lot easier to just take care of things in the future.
And if for some reason you are upgrading something or removing something or changing something out, make sure you take a picture or 10 of the cable management so that you know what's going where and you can put it back together the way that it was. It's very, very helpful. Use your cell phone. Yep. Now, these hotspot bays. Let's see here. That's how it's going to work. So it's a tray that slides just right on in.
Correct. And
But you have to
down
have the back
inside is the plugins.
Gotcha. So for this model, you have to pull the back off in order to get the drive bays, right?
Correct.
Got it. So they changed that from the last version.
Yes. Yeah, that last version, your sibling could come in and steal your hard drive on you, and you just be SOL. This one, they got to get through a protective barrier first.
Oh.
You can beat them with a pool noodle before they get your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because mine has doors on it.
Did I do it?
Now you could also use, let's say, hard drive, like old laptop hard drives, to pull data off in a hotspot bay.
Yep, you could.
Nice. I still have my Toshiba and my HP from 2004, 5, 6 maybe. I think it was 05. Which means it is 21 years old. And let me tell you, it still runs, mostly.
It's a heavy drinker at this point in time.
Yes. Note to self, get pool noodle for PC defense. Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
100%. 10 of 10 cannot damage your machine. 12 of 10 will cause ultimate damage to sibling.
That's right.
Also, you can line that entire thing with,
A dowel rod. I mean,
let's see,
fishing line
covered-
and use it as a fishing jig.
I would say toffee covered caramel blocks, because then you can slap no stick to them. They have to get that out of their hair. Have fun. I don't have to worry about it. But yeah. All right. Now, we see Zach is taking out a bottom tray from the case, and this is going to be where we're going to put more fans. So why does it have a case, a bracket like that?
So some cases, the typical fishbowl, what people call the fishbowl design, will have some trays on them. Lin Lee does a very good job on having them on the floor, the top, and the back. So all three of these, we can take trays out from the floor, the top, and the back, and that just makes it a lot easier to install fans. You don't have to worry about being in a tight enclosed area.
Nice. And while he's doing that, Paul just pulled out of the box our PSU, our power supply unit. This is a Thermaltake 850 watt, 80 plus gold, and it is modular. So, Paul, what is the difference between a modular, semi-modular, or non-modular?
So modular, like the one I'm holding in my hand, this has no cables pre-soldered in. As you can see, this is the power brick right here. Semi-modular, most of the cables aren't soldered in, but there are some, and fully modular is all the cables are soldered in. So when you're dealing with a modular like this, it's going to come with a bag of cables. So I'm going to go ahead and sort out these cables, figure out what we need for this build, what we don't. The rest that we don't use will be in the accessory bag for the customer. Also, fun fact, sharks will only attack you if you're wet.
Nice.
What?
So keep a towel on you when you're out there.
Yep.
Well, what if you're a dry swimmer?
No such thing.
I know. Bad panda. Okay. Now, Zach, you attaching another? You are attaching another.
Yeah, I'm
Watch
trying
it
to
and
figure
work
out
on
how
this
I want
light
to set it
strip.
up in here. Katinka, curl, curl. Let's do a curl, curl,
Curls for the girls.
straight,
There you go.
curl, curl, straight.
Mike Hansen asked a really good question. What is your recommendation for surge protection? A surge protector strip or a battery surge protector?
Surge protector strip is just fine. Those UPSs or the uninterruptible power supplies, they're just a surge strip with a battery connected to it.
Yep. I've got my, I think mine goes through 3 different
Ding, ding, ding.
access points before it can get to my computer. Speaking of computers, we've got another code.
Cool.
I love this effect. It is going to be worth 200 extra entries. It is a 3Q code. So that is 3 Quebec dash 2GJB. That is 2 Golf Jammer Bravo. So that's worth an extra 200. So now we've got 350 extra entries, which is awesome. I'll be about one of each later today on my show. Now, how do you know? Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to bring up. In the event that you say have to replace your power supply unit, can you use the same cords?
If they are the exact same brand and model of the power supply, but if you get a new modular power supply that's any different at all, even if it's the same brand, even if it's a different model, you want to use the other cables because they may not be pinned the same way.
Hence why I have fried fans and hard drives before. Because I thought I had the right SATA cable, and if if you're coming back from the Circuit City with your brand new 8 terabyte hard drive for your house, you know, you could cause some damage if you're plugging it into some wrong equipment.
Yeah.
PSA.
There you go.
Private
so I've got
server announcer.
There you go.
Right.
So, Paul, when it comes to the surge protection, we've got the main outlet that covers the whole room, and that's on a GCFI,
Okay.
and so the socket will pop. There's another one on the computer outlets, and then there is the power strips that they're all plugged into. So I'm praying that's enough of a stopping point that nothing's going to get crazy.
Yeah, that's redundancy right there. Oh man, I didn't get to tell you guys what happened this weekend.
Woo!
Oh, what happened this weekend?
We bought, like last week, we got like all these new rugs and a new carpet, like new carpet on our stairs, new rugs on our main level. And some guy broke in when we weren't there and stole all of them.
What?
Yeah, the police were saying it's probably a rug addict.
Jesus Christ. Okay, if you didn't get that joke, just go ahead and type it in chat and we'll tell you what it means.
Oh.
That was good. You had me there. But I was like, somebody broken into your home? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, dang rug addicts. They'll get you.
Joe
Sorry,
Jacob,
Zach.
1995. Hello. What's going on? That is a year after I graduated high school.
I cracked myself
Oh, what's
up.
going on, Joe? Phantom says Joey Wheels. Love from India.
Man.
Love right back to you, sir. Right back at you.
Okay, let's do.
This case does have a couple cool features on it, aside from just the hard drive swappers. Paul, why don't you go through those?
Has what? I missed it.
Specific features, like what ports are in it?
Yeah, so this is obviously a larger case. Other than the hard drive stuff, you got a whole bunch of buttons up here. Obviously our power button, it's kind of at a 90-degree angle, which is kind of cool. You got some color buttons, reset button, and then at the very, very bottom, we've got our USB 3.0s, Type-C, and an audio port as well. And if you noticed when Zach installed the sound card, we plugged our HD audio port into the sound card as opposed to the motherboard. That way, if you plug your headset into the front, it will actually use the sound card.
Let's see here. Parasite 3XP2. Hello, because 3XP3 would have been just too much. I'm thinking about starting a PC building side hustle, but I don't have a PC. Any recommendations? Yeah, CLX Gaming. Come to our website. Check it out. If you need help figuring out how to put it together, watch our shows. That's what we're here for. There's a lot of DIYers who like to just do it themselves, which is totally understandable. And having professionals like this be able to explain the what and why questions for putting it together really is helpful when it comes to your workflow, and will make it a lot easier and timelier to assemble your system, in my opinion. Okay. Now I'm noticing the door back there. What's that door for?
This is some cable management covering, so most of ours is there, but you can see it's got all these holes. This is for adding in extra 2.5-inch drives. So if you run out of rooms in the 4 bays that you've even got more.
Yeah, that would be a lot of things. What's this video about? We're building PCs, Joe Jacob. And yeah, this is for a customer, Jeffrey, in Hudson Falls, New York. And we are putting it together. It's going to be great. This is what we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We put together PCs. This afternoon, after the show, there's going to be an incredible after show. Zach's going to handle that one, along with Paul. So when it comes to where to sit the PC, a lot of people have different opinions. Where would you recommend putting your PC? And if you have to put your PC on carpet, what are the risks and what's the way to solve it?
The biggest thing is if you have a case like this and the intake's on the bottom, you want to keep the area from the bottom of the feet to the bottom of the chassis, that couple inch gap there, as clear as possible. That way you can get proper airflow through it.
Let's see here. Is this like a giveaway? We do have a giveaway going. I know it's for North America only right now. And no, but this is a customer build. This is going to be sent out to a customer. Nice. Now, I'm loving the way that you put the streamers, the light on.
Thank you. It's I've run it backwards, so now I've got to like backtrack my cable back into the system.
Oh no!
Which is, easy.
There you go. Just wanted to know, do you do a giveaway in India?
I believe we have.
Sounds like
no,
India
unfortunately,
has restrictions.
sounds
yeah,
like a
India
cop.
has restrictions that would not allow us to do that. It would be illegal. So,
Just trying to see if we're doing anything illegal. Oh shoot! Breaking news: a local man just invented reverse origami. More on this
What?
story as it unfolds.
I love this.
What?
I love
Why,
this.
why are you? Who hurt you? Why are you like this?
Oh man!
Yes.
I went
Yes,
to
yes.
went to the beekeeper to get a dozen bees. Loaded me up 13, and I said, "You're giving me an extra." He said, "That's a freebie."
Oh yeah, freebie.
Wow. I'm usually the one with the dad jokes, and you guys are just nailing it today.
Yeah.
Nailing it. Mark is Paul is all sharks today.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, we are.
Yes.
And the Sharks only a couple more
Okay.
months till hockey season. Let's go.
Right. Speaking of hockey, Wichita Rivalry Season 2 actually started filming this week.
Nice.
When they assemble their cast, it's going to be awesome. There is some sad news about, I don't know if anybody watched Heroes. I loved Heroes when it was on. And Hayden Panettiere passed away, which was odd. Yes, everybody can't wait? Yes. Do you see the pillow I sent? Did you see the pillow I sent you? Oh. Yes. Yes. It's an Oreo. I think I can say this. It is an Oreo, a pillow that's an Oreo that down below says, "Double stuff me, daddy."
Whoa.
What's a double stuffed Oreo?
Oh,
If you gotta
come
ask, you
on,
can't afford it.
One away.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Let's think about this.
So what are you thinking about? What's the struggle?
I, the weird man, like to put all of my RGB into one device and then plug it into the motherboard. But it looks like right now we're going to be plugging two things into the motherboard, which is fine. It's okay. We can deal with it. It's not, it's not gonna look pretty. It's just now you'll have to like push two buttons to change things instead of one quick pick. But that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Can you guess Forrest Gump's Windows password? I'll give you a few seconds.
Jenny.
Oh, one, Forrest, one.
Oh my God. Shrimp boat. Shrimp boat. Yes, I think that also would have qualified. I don't know where you're getting these, Paul, but you're doing great. You're doing Lord's work right now.
I'm just making them up as I go, They're all coming right off the top of the dome.
That's what the hair's for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that we're noticing that Zach is doing right now is he's hooking up where the fan cables are all going to be connected. And that little box that's hanging down there, that's actually a fan controller. That's going to control the speeds and the colors of the fan. So when it comes to mounting this, where do you go, Zach?
Yeah, so ideally you want to get all of your cables kind of bundled and wrapped up nicely here. Some people call it a rat's nest. I call it a rat mansion sometime because, I think you can make them look pretty and real beautiful. You just, have to kind of do some of this zigzag fold and you'll get there. It's how much labor intensive you want to put into it for how much work you want to have to deal with later if you have something go out or something. So, you know, make it look pretty now. Makes it easy for, you know, doing like a 5-minute tune-up later.
Let's see here. Mike,
Love it,
Pipebot
Temperance.
says, DJ, I've learned a ton about PCs watching these, and that is awesome. So have I. But yeah, that's great. Anytime you can feel more comfortable putting your stuff together, that's great. Or even doing maintenance work on it. That is always helpful.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because if they were over the bay, they'd be bagels.
DJ knew that one.
If they what?
If they flew over the bay, they'd be called bagels.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. DJ just cut out in my headset, so I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
we got 3 SATAs. We got 4.
What do you call them,
SATAs.
Temperance?
Yeah, what do you call a pastor that became a lawyer? Father-in-law. Oh God.
Nice.
Father-in-law. Wow, we're just getting them all out of our system today, aren't we?
Yes.
Well, you
Some
know,
days
school
it'd be
did
like
start,
that.
so.
Wait, what? Oh, where? I thought school usually started after Labor Day.
Man, my kid started last week.
Yeah. Yeah, every school here in town's going.
Mm-hmm.
When did they finish their school year then?
In May.
Oh, got it. See, we were always September to June. What do you tell
Gross.
someone with 2 black eyes? To duck? Or do I get all the laugh? The more likely he is to rig it in my favor. There you go.
Oh man, yeah. I wasn't gonna answer that one time, but well, there you
Dorian,
go.
what up, Dorian, how are you? Says, don't universities and colleges start until next week? I mean, as a
My
college
sister
teacher,
started up.
we were at Mount Hood. We're September to June.
What's brown and sticky?
Oh Lord.
A Tootsie Roll. Pocket chocolate. Pocket chocolate. Pocket chocolate. Oh, I want some pocket chocolate
stick.
right now.
God. That's terrible.
I saw it, Ty Watts. I saw it. Oh man.
Oh wow! So, like at Portland State University, fall term actually begins on the 28th of September.
Ugh. Just put one more
right around
SATA
that,
on
right
the
around
line.
that 3rd week, because LSU is also doing the same thing. It was always after Labor Day, because you want to break it into, your 3-month quarters.
What? That's crazy. You're crazy.
3 months per term.
That's so crazy.
The one thing I loved about teaching college was reading time.
Why did the
Like an
man
hour and a half to get
fall
out there,
down the well?
And why did the what? Oh God!
Why did the man fall down the well?
For a wishing coin.
I'm not
Because
sure.
because he couldn't see that well.
Oh my God!
Oh man.
Yeah.
See, this
reminds me of
stuff
the joke from,
happens
like,
every
this
Sunday at Nana's house, and she's like, after about 4 of them from each of us, because my niece and my uncle and me are like the worst ones about it. And Nana will just be, yeah, we're done with that.
You got to pull out the brown and sticky one next Sunday.
Yeah, oh yeah, she'll
that's my new
definitely enjoy
favorite.
that one.
Yeah.
She'll definitely enjoy that one.
All right, while we're getting this all
sticky.
put together, yes,
stick.
it's brown. It's a stick. Yep. That is true.
It never gets old. We can keep doing it. It
Have some
hits
appropriate
every
ones,
time.
inappropriate ones. Yeah, we're gonna try and keep it clean here.
You mean inappropriate? You didn't
Yeah, we're
add the
trying to make
extra
sure that nobody
Moira
ends up
Rose.
losing their job.
You didn't add the extra Moira Rose syllable.
Oh,
Inappropriate.
inappropriate.
What kind of tree fits in your hand? This is an easy one.
A bonsai.
Nope.
I don't know.
A palm tree.
Oh, for God's sake! It's time for another code. Zen-2JB7. I cannot believe it. Palm tree is perfect. Zen, once again, that is going to be
There we go.
Zulu Echo November -2 Jammer Bravo 7.
Just plug that in first, because that's a bit rough.
There you go. And that's worth another 100 entries. So now you've got 450 entries into the extra entries into the giveaway.
Okay,
Did
quick,
CLX
real quick.
team? Huh?
Quick, real quick. Okay, if you are plugging in your modular power supply cables, sometimes every once in a while the cable will be like a directional cable. And so on one end of the header, it will say PSU, and the other side will say like PCI or CPU or something like that. Make sure that you plug in the PSU side to the PSU.
Yep. Dorian says, is this one incomplete? No, it's Zen. It's not a 3Q code. It's a Zen code. Zen-2JB7.
You know.
Always remember the dash.
Always remember the dash.
Yeah. 3
like a
Qs are worth
6-weight.
200 extra entries. So
What?
It's a chocolate flavored Zen.
How many apples grow on a tree? All
many?
of them. They all grow on trees.
God, you really just start drinking. All right, so we see what's been put out on the table, and that is something that is different than a dad joke. It is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti, 16 gigs. That's a triple fan, probably a dual slot or a triple slot.
It is a triple slot.
Nice. Okay, so it's a little bit thicker. So walk us through how this card feels weight-wise, and yeah.
So this is a heavier card. Obviously, like DJ said, it's a triple fan model from P&Y. We've got our 12 volt high power connector that Zach was just talking about. 3 display ports and 1 HDMI coming out of the back, which is pretty standard. Good looking backplate. It does have some weight to it, which is why we installed the anti-sag bracket. So we will be using that. And what that's going to do is, you can see these holes right here. These are our main mounting holes. Any card, video card, sound card is going to have some version of this. And that's what holds it in place. But as these video cards get bigger and larger and way more over time, they start to sag down on this side right here. So the anti-sag bracket gives it some extra support. That way it doesn't cause damage to the card or the motherboard.
Yeah. PNY GPUs are pretty solid, says Noodle Poga. Yes, absolutely agree.
Yeah,
now, you
they're
mentioned
good brand
something.
to use.
So do anti-sag brackets need to be installed on for all graphics cards, or?
No, only if
whether
it's
you need it or
heavier. A general rule is 50, 70 or higher. We usually put them on, but if you get like a giant card that's super heavy, definitely have one in there.
Truth. Spit facts.
Cat Dad 36 says, would I need any extension cables if I switch to a case where the power supply is on top? I have a EVGA 1000.
Probably not, unless you're just going with a ridiculously large case. You probably won't need them.
Yeah. Dreamweaver says, anti-sag brackets, aka GPU bra. Bruh, you're right.
That support.
I like my 4070 Ti, super similar size to that PNY card. Nice. Now we've seen some 4 stacks before, even. The thickness of the graphics card. Have you ever seen anything thicker than 4?
No, 4 is probably the biggest I've seen.
That is a big, big card. Okay. Now Zach's removing the 3 clay covers. NV7? Yes.
NV7. Yeah.
NV7?
That would be
Ooh.
on top. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, brother.
NV7s are awesome. All right, we'll just go and do that and slide it so it clips. Now, Zach, how much pressure do you want to put on that so that you're not risking damaging the motherboard?
You will be able to see that little lock tab lock up
Got it.
and hear it. You know, if you're pushing a good bit, you'll start flexing everything. So just don't do that. Oh, yeah. And
oh my lord, we got another
need
one.
to power it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mike Kenson says, I had a 1660 Super 2 fan that started to sag, I'm guessing from the heat. Oh, that's a good point. Gleambit says, what did the GPU say to the anti-sag bracket? I am afraid to get the answer for this.
I want to know. Computer-related dad joke? Come on with it.
Oba mentions that Roby put together one of those ROG anniversary GPUs. That thing is thick. Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my god. What did the GPU say to the anti-sag bracket? Thanks for your support.
Nice.
Valid. It's a valid joke. And there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I really like this case specifically because of the availability for the cable management in the back. It feels cleaner. Yeah. White Lotus. First of all, welcome to the show. Glad it's your first message. So very welcome to have you here. Do I need to connect both CPU power cables like you guys, or is one okay?
So one is okay. Everything will function fine. The secondary power is typically used for when you're overclocking and giving it that extra power. It's definitely good practice to have them both plugged in if you can, which is why we just plug them in no matter what. But really that second one is more for overclocking than anything. So
there you go. Nice. And this, I believe we are nearing finished.
oh yeah.
Awesome. So while you guys get the panels put on, I'm going to take everybody on a journey, and we're going to head on over so I can show you how to get your hands on a CLX Gaming PC right now, and that's at clxgaming.com. At clxgaming.com, we try and make it as easy for you to get the PC of your dreams that's going to do what you need it to do in the time you need it to do it. We've got multiple different sizes. We have small form factor, mid towers, and then full towers. We basically pretty much are a one-stop shopping center for all things PC. We've got Intel, we've got AMD, we've got Radeon, we've got NVIDIA. And in our first chassis, and you can also choose your fans and your lighting there. And then the core components, which is interesting. This is where you're going to choose your CPU, and then, if you want an Intel versus an AMD, you make the choice. Your motherboards, your graphics card, your RAM, all the basics that go in there, including even cable mods. So cable mods are basically you change out the cable so that it's matching color or it's got a design to it, and they're great. Now, see the little green button that says add to cart? Here's why you can't screw up. So notice it just turned yellow. That is because in this example, we've got a graphics card that needs more power than the power supply that was selected. So the system's basically saying, okay, if you want this graphics card, you have to use one of these power supplies. But if you want this power supply, you can only use these graphic parts. Then, once you fix it, it goes right back to green. So don't worry about it. Even if you're afraid of it, you can't screw it up. It's awesome. There we go. Let's see here. The Foundry is a great little tab for us because that is where you can upgrade your thermal paste and get something that's a little more robust. You can also choose your cooling device. And then overclocking. You want your GPU overclocked? Sure. CPU overclocked? Yes. You want them both overclocked? Of course. And there we go. And then onto our accessories. This is the fun part. I love this. All right. So first tab is where you can get your CLX gaming gear. That is all t-shirts, caps, hats, and our windbreakers, which I say this every time, are incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then, of course, we've got a myriad of everything else that you could possibly think of. Keyboards. You want wired or do you want wireless? Do you want it to be 10 key or 10 keyless, like a TKL? For those who don't know, a 10 keyless is like this. Notice there's no number pad on the side here. We got all those. And then we've got mice. Same question. Do you want it to be ergonomic or pro? Do you want it wired or do you want it wireless? We've got tons of different options with tons of different colors, which is a lot of fun. Same thing with controllers. Some people are really, really into things like Star Citizen and flying games. We've got the controllers for that. We've got controllers for just about anything. It's fantastic. Then on to headsets, and this is once again that you get to figure out whether you want something that's wired or wireless, whether you want just 2-channel stereo, you're looking for 5.1, you're looking for various different features. They are all here, and you can definitely make your choice. Now, for those of you who are content creators, or you just like to sound good in a game, we have our mic department. Now, here we have mics from HyperX, but we've also got beacon mics. And the beacon mics and beacon mix create combo, chef's kiss. Absolutely fantastic. The beacon mix create is actually a device that helps you control your stream. So, yeah. On the speakers, we've got monitors. And here's one thing I want to point out about monitors. And this is the same thing that you want to look for on the other tabs also. If you've got tabs, that is the maximum resolution that monitor can handle. So go and find what the max resolution is that you want, and then take a look and see what's available, because whatever's available is also going to be able to handle all of those resolutions down below. And it gives you a great option. We've got monitor screens, little monitor screens for inside the device, and then a slew of other things, including routers and even a chair. So literally, we're a one-stop shopping center for all things PC. Now, that may sound a little bit overwhelming. That's okay. That's what we've got, the RTS section, or ready to ship. Ready to ship PCs come in 4 different flavors. They are entry-level, mid-range, high performance, and ultra-high performance. And they have been built in the same warehouse, same place that the show is actually happening from. And they are tested exactly like it, and they're in a box that could be for you. You never know. So if you're wanting to know what your budget is going to get you, take a look at that as a kind of a general rule, and then you can start modifying things in those builds so you can get your own custom PC. So with that being said, for all of your future PC needs, head on over to clxgaming.com and see what we can do for you. Dreamweaver mentions, what 1440 ultrawide monitors do you guys recommend? I upgraded my PC, but I'm still using a 7-year-old 1080p ultrawide.
I have not used an ultra wide, but there's a guy here that plays a lot of games on his ultra wide, and I believe he has a Samsung, and it is very, very cool. Seen like
Samsung's
Jason, he does his like WoW raids, and you can see just everything. I'm like, man, that's nice. So I don't know.
Right,
honestly,
so
the ultra wides are all going to be really good. So just make sure you get a well-known brand.
I got one before we turn it on real quick.
Okay.
My wife said she had 14 reasons to leave me, plus my obsession with tennis. I said that's 15, love.
Oh, tennis joke.
I don't get that joke, but that's because I don't really watch tennis.
You ever played
One
Mario
thing
Tennis?
Talk about before we turn it on, though. Before we turn it on, is Paul. Can you tell me about what I meant when I said testing? Where do PCs go?
So all of our PCs, once they're built and powered on, they go into our testing department. Once this one powers on, I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to do a little bit of that over here, so you guys will be able to watch me do that. But what we do in testing is get into the BIOS first. We'll make sure our RAM speed is set correctly and all of our storage devices are showing up. If you picked overclocking, that's where we'd set the CPU overclock. And then after that, we load the operating system, which most of the time is Windows, but we can do all the other ones. And then once that's loaded, we stress test the system for 12 hours. So I'm going to show you a little glimpse of that stress testing, and then we're going to play some games on it today. The biggest thing to note from our our testing process is that we do not put any bloatware on these machines. You just get a fresh install of Windows and nothing else. No extra antivirus, no extra BS, nothing. Just a fresh install of Windows.
Windows 11 is fine on its own. All right, so we've got this done for Jeff in Hudson Falls, New York. Let's take a look at how it stands. Ooh, I love that it automatically starts in red. Love that. That is gorgeous. And don't forget, there's different designs on different cases in different sizes that you will definitely want to take a look at. So you can maybe get one that's designed. If you want to have a custom one, we can actually do that too. And you just get in touch with customer service, and there you go. Oh my God, that's where the light strips are. That actually looks really good.
One up top there, and then that one down low.
That looks really, really good, dude. Nicely done. All right. So, in just a few minutes, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, you're going to get to spend the afternoon with Paul and Zach as they continue building and testing PCs. This show happens every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. On Tuesdays, we're here on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. On Thursdays, we're exclusively on TikTok. You can find codes for the giveaways in all of those chats. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. You will. And then, of course, you could follow our socials, and that is going to be YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at CLX Gaming. You can also jump into our Discord with a bunch of other like-minded PC enthusiasts, where you also might find codes, and that is going to be discord.gg/CLX Gaming. So, with that being said, on behalf of Jason and Kyle in production, Paul and Zach, I'm DJ Blue PDX. Don't go away. There's more coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, Scooby Gang. What is happening today? It's Twisted Tuesday. We've got part 2. Back on the white combos. Yes, this could be yours. If you was to go to the CLXgaming.com, you could select these parts. You could select bigger parts. You could select smaller parts. We've got all of them for you. Do you need a 5090? We have 5090s. Do you need a workstation? We've got some workstations. Are you wanting to set up a LAN room for your kiddos and wife so you all can play video games together? Oh man, boy okey, do we have some rigs that everybody could have personalized. If you guys were here earlier, you did see us build a nice beautiful red raw. We have a lot of options when it does come to print jobs. And the sizes of cases that we offer with print jobs. We don't just have our big cases, we've got all sizes of cases, bigs, mediums, and littles. If you just do a little Scooby-Doo action of running around on CLXgaming.com, you will definitely find something that you want to have at your house. All right, we're just getting some cables lined up, like doing this. It's like grounding up your beef before you're making tacos. I think that's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. Will there be codes on TikTok this Thursday? There haven't been for a while. Maybe, not sure. With the TikTok, we like to just abide by the TikTok guidelines and make that a lot easier for our TikTok shop to get synced and stuff like that. So let's find my sheet of paper here and start building. Alrighty, like I said, you can go to clxgaming.com and we can build this system together. A fun fact, this was Affirm financed. We do offer a finance through Affirm, so you can get your machine today if you want. All right, this is going to be an Intel Core i7 14700 Foxtrot. What's the Foxtrot mean? That means there's no onboard graphics. That means if this 5060 was to die, we would have to pop in another graphics card to check. We wouldn't just be able to plug into our, we don't even have an HDMI cable. Perfect. So we're set. We're rocking it. We know exactly how to build the right machines. I love when components just meld together beautifully. We're going to cool this with a 360 liquid cooler in black ARGB. We've got this Pro series from the MSI or the MZs, depending on how you want to read it. This is the Bravo 760 Victor Charlie edition. All of the fun stuff is on this motherboard that you could possibly need. It has built-on Wi-Fi. It has 4 slots for memories. It has 2 slots for NVMEs. It has a slot for a sound card, a slot for a network or whatever card you want, and a reinforced slot for a graphics card. What more could you want? What more could you need? Bam, Pro Series from the MSI. Oh, we've got a grand total of 32 gigabits of 6,000 megahertz DDR5s. Very nice, very fast. Memory modular today, not memory modular. Storage device is going to be a 1 terabyte G50 from the Team Group. Very nice, good storage device. 1 terabyte is going to be optimal for an operating system. We can have 1 or 2 games on there, or a copy of Fortnite, or a copy of Call of Duty, whichever one you want to lean toward. Like I said earlier, we got this beautiful 5060 from the Zotac. It is a very nice card. I believe it's an 8 gig. Yeah, that is an 8 gigger card right there. Very nice, very nice. This is the classic IQ 5000X case from the Corsair. We do also, is this a black case too, or we only offer this in white?
We have it. It's 3500X.
The 5000.
5000. I think it's in black as well.
Okay, yeah. Maybe. I think I've only seen white ones. I don't know. It might be on there. But it's a very nice case, very, very big, very solid, lots of glass everywhere. I'll go over it more when we're building. We got our M2 fans. They come in black. We also have white if you'd like those to match the case. And a 750 power supply. Very nice, very awesome. So you're saying TikTok's going to hate letting people do basically anything on their platform? No, we just like promoting our TikTok shop on Thursdays because that's, why we're there on Thursdays. But Zacky's not in charge. I'm in charge of building computers. That's what I'm in charge of. Can someone tell me the codes today? If I had them memorized, I would yell them at you right now. I do not. All right, let's open up our glass panel here. I also do want to do that hot dog right quick. I bet somebody in chat will be a mad lad and put in, I think we had 2 or 3 codes. All right, so as you can see, our back panel is glass on this side and mesh on this side. This case does have some fans that can go on what people call the back side. I'll turn that around and show it to you real quick. Hada! Right here. There is spot for 3 extra fans if you would like. This case can hold the 3 up front, the 3 in the side, this little bracket goes away, the 3 on the roof, and the 1 in the back. So if you'd like, you can have 3, 6, 9, 10 fans. We're just gonna do the nice classic 7 fan. We do have a big old back door that we get to pop off this thing. You let me know when you're ready, Paul.
I am ready whenever.
Cool. I will kick it over to Paul. Just right quick, we've got a 14900 kilo Foxtrot on a Pro Z790 motherboard, 32 gigabits of 6000 megahertz of 5070 Ti. He's rocking and rolling. What you got going over there, Paul?
Alrighty, so as we mentioned while Zach was building that, we're going to show you guys a little bit of our testing process, and then we're going to play some games on it. So when we mention our 12-hour burn-in or stress test, that refers to us benchmarking it. So I'm going to show you guys a quick run-through of a 3D Mark benchmark test. Now, we do a lot of these here, so this one's just pretty quick. It's about a minute long. But this is really cool, and it puts its system through its paces to make sure everything is functioning as it should. So before we launch it up, if you're just in this, you can see we've got our GPU here, 5070 Ti, our CPU, our Intel Core i9-14900KF, and our storage drive. So we're going to go ahead and run the Steel Nomad one. So it's going to be loading up here, collecting the info to make sure it runs how it should be. But what this is going to do is push our graphics card to its limit. Now, it's not going to damage it or anything, because if it starts to overheat, it will obviously slow its performance down. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not going to run it past what it should. But yeah, it's going to give us a few of those, and it's going to test the CPU a decent amount too. So once this loads up, it'll just immediately start going. You don't have to press go or anything, and there'll be a few numbers at the bottom that I will explain. some of them, one of them you guys will definitely be familiar with. So it's a pretty cool video. It kind of looks like a game that you want to play. But each scene in here is different. You'll see when it cuts to a new one, and it stress tests a different part of your computer. So the first number we see there at the very bottom on the left is FPS. We're all pretty much familiar with that. That's frames per second. So that's our constant frame rate that we are getting right now. So it looks like we're right in that 75 range. You'll notice that that number changes when it goes to a different scene because it's testing different parts of the GPU. Some parts are more demanding than others. Then that middle number there that just says frame, you see that number is just constantly going up, and that is what frame that we are in on this test. So you might wonder why that's there. It is there because maybe at frame 1346, it's causing us to crash. Well, we can document that and know that, and knows, hey, at that specific frame is when it changes over to this test. So what's going on? It can really help you with troubleshooting. And then time, this one's about to end. It's about a minute long. That's just how many seconds have gone by. So that's just a really quick snapshot of our testing process. And yeah, so we do a lot of that. There's a bunch of other different softwares that we use as well. One nice thing about 3D Mark is at the end it spits out a score for you. You obviously want to be in the green range. So that is good. Something that I really like about 3D Mark is you can upload these to the internet and you can compare how your hardware is doing with other people who have run this test with the same hardware. So you can see it's showing results from the same hardware. We're right up here. We're past the peak, which is really good. This is a really good score. Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. You can obviously estimate a game performance at whatever resolutions. You can go down here. This is all the monitoring. So as the test was going by, what our FPS was, the temperature was. So you can see our GPU pretty much stayed steady as heating up, and our CPU fluctuated a decent amount. And that's probably because it started to be less demanding on the CPU as it was changing those. Percentage of load, GPU load's at 100%. That's why we run these tests. We want our load to be at 100%. You can see our CPU there doesn't really ever get above 20. Then obviously our frequency, that's going to stay the same. It's pretty much going to be at its boost clock the whole time. So yeah, that's what this is. I really like these 3D Mark tests. These are really fun to do. Now we're going to get into some games. We didn't get to game last week, so while all of our games are uploading, Zach, I've got a fun idea that we're going to need 3 volunteers from chat who want to have their name in the game that we're going to play. So Zach, if you want to get 3 people from chat, even if
Yeah! All right.
you just tell me the names.
Parasite.
Parasite?
Parasite. Parasite wants to be in. OMAC wants to be in.
OMAC.
And ZYRCO.
ZYRCO. All right, that's full. So we are going to go on a little adventure.
Gonna get some dysentery.
Yep, let's see here. Here we go. So we are really putting this system through its paces right now. Look at this intenseness right here. All right, Zach, what do you think? We go at a grueling pace?
Ooh, yeah, that is a pretty good one to go at.
We'll just try to get there. Maybe by the time we make it
Oh man, do you think we could beat
Oregon?
Do you think
We
we
updated.
can speed run Oregon Trail Run and,
We can
and a
speed run
computer
it.
build?
Yeah, let's see if we can get to Oregon before Zach can get done. We gotta hunt real quick though. We gotta get some bison here. Ooh, some deer. Here we go.
Oh yeah. Alrighty.
That's it.
We are.
Audio on that call.
Yeah, there should be some audio. Can you hear it? It's probably okay if they don't hear it. It's pretty too bitty.
Yeah. Beep boop boop. Beady beep. Beady beep boop. Oh no.
Oh, I meant to take the ferry.
No.
Yeah, we didn't
Make it.
drown.
Yeah.
Success. On to
Oh,
Oregon we go.
See, yeah, it's like, okay guys, this is a perfect test bench because it's like Crisis at Oregon Trail. is a classic staple standard game, and every computer should be able to run a game of Crisis and Oregon Trail.
That's right.
This is education. This is what we're doing here. We are educating the people. Wow, those guys run fast.
They don't play games. Come on.
Yep, AAA title right here. If you guys have not seen it or heard of it, 10 of 10, definitely recommend. I was playing this back in 2nd grade, 3rd grade. This is how they taught us how to play, or how to run the keyboards. Can it run Oregon Trail? Yes. Can Paul knock out all of the deers, all of the antelope? Yes.
Where the deer and the antelope play.
Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego is a good game too.
Oh my gosh, I was telling my wife about this. She said that was her game of choice back in the day.
Yeah.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah. All right.
Nobody's
My
gotten
game of
sick
choice
yet.
back in the day was Lego Island.
Oh yeah, Lego Island was great. You could
Yeah.
throw the pizzas.
Yeah, Lego Island was my jam.
Lego my ego.
I also was a Laura Crofter and a Indiana Jones man. Dr. Jones. Okay, so as you guys can tell, we're doing some prep work. I like to really clean up the cables of this case. If you guys have been around a little bit, you might have seen my specialty when it does come to single panel front cables. I like to give them a little braided job and make them all nice and neat looking. And man, that's pretty. And it makes it so much easier.
You can only carry 200 pounds of meat back from each hunting trip, so we don't want to cause damage to the environment.
Yeah.
So
Can't knock out all of the buffalo yet.
Yeah. Are we heading to Fort Bridger, or are we taking the shortcut?
Ooh.
We're good on supplies.
You're good on supplies?
Yep.
Shortcut, baby.
Shortcut to the Green River Crossing. Nobody's died yet.
Yeah!
So
Man, we're like halfway.
You travelers that are in chat, we're
You're
doing
gonna
it.
make it.
Now,
Woohoo!
we've been going at a grueling pace this whole time. Our health is fair, but hey, we're doing it.
You're eating.
Yeah, we're cruising, man.
All right. So now we just get this little braid going. Make it nice, pretty like. Paul has the meats. Paul does have the meats. Paul's our barbecue man.
I'm like Arby's.
He's our barbecue man. Whenever we have grill outs, which we should have one soon because we're back to school time.
We should.
Whenever we have grill outs, Paul's always out there grilling the meats, and right across the parking lot is who is it? Hog Wild, Two Brothers, whatever. It's a barbecue joint. And you know that they're just looking over and they're like, man, I bet those hot dogs and burgers over there are real good.
Yeah, we should see if they want to do a trade one of these days.
Oh man.
Give us some hot links.
Ooh.
Love me some hot links. Soda Springs.
Okay.
This might not be enough time.
So you guys can see the wonderful work that is the cable braiding. No, it does not cause damage. We're not doing super tight braids. We're literally just wrapping them up so that it stays
Look at that
nice
big
and
elk.
neat in one bundle.
Big elk. Oh, buffalo!
Oh, get him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Yeah.
291 pounds, but we can only carry 200 back.
Yeah, you gotta leave that antelope there.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail.
Uh-oh, Zach.
No! I got a fever!
Zach's got
I
a
got a
fever. Do we rest for Zach, or do we keep going on?
Don't rest for me!
All right, we're keeping going on at our grueling pace.
We gotta get there, Paul. We
Zach.
gotta get there.
Zach, no water. Oh no.
Oh, Temperance said rest. Temperance. Ah, Temperance is in the party behind us.
Oh my gosh, the trail is impassable. We lost a week.
Oh dear.
Hopefully no one dies in this week. Oh, Omex got cholera.
No, cholera. Oh man, no.
Our grueling pace is catching up to us.
Okay, maybe take us off the gruel for a
Oh,
minute.
Zerk's got the measles.
No, Zerk's got the measles. Oh, we're dropping like flies,
Oh
guys.
my goodness.
That buffalo Paul brought back was tainted meat. we got tainted meat.
All right, we're going.
Oh no. Okay. Woo.
Hey, Zach is well again.
Yeah.
Zach is healed. All right, just Omek and Zerk left.
Don't worry.
Omek is well again.
Yeah,
Okay, Omek.
Omek.
All right.
Woo. We're not cooked yet, Omek.
Yep.
All
Snake
right.
River crossing. All right, we have a big decision to make.
Oh dear.
That we got to cross the river. The river at this point is currently 1,002 feet across and 12.3 feet deep in the middle. Do we attempt to ford the river? Of course not. It's 12 feet deep. Do we caulk the wagon and float it, or do we hire an Indian to help?
Oh man, what are we doing?
We hire for sure.
Hiring?
We have
All
to
right.
use their expertise. 3 sets of clothing. We will accept that offer.
We're back! Yeah, baby, we're back!
All right. The Shoshone is going to
we
guide
know
us
what's
across.
happening. The Snake River. Oh man, I hope we don't fall into the snakes.
Oh, we had no trouble floating. Okay.
Yeah.
114 miles to Fort Boise. Oh, Zerk is well again. Look at us.
Yes!
Look at us go. We are doing it. Oh, we got some bad water.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Someone could get sick from that.
We didn't boil our water, guys.
Zach, you got the measles.
Ah, we got the measles.
You recovered from your fever and
had
then
the
got the
fever.
measles. Bad water, that's not good for the
Ah.
measles.
This is
No water.
good. As long as Omek and Zerk and Paul get there, we'll be okay. I'll sacrifice myself. Sell the clothes off my body.
We're gonna have to hunt. All right, we need something big. We need some big game here, not these little rabbits. Oh, there's an elk! Oh my gosh! Oh, there's another one! No!
Get the buffalo!
Get the bear!
Or the bear!
Oh, he's juking me! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, we got way too much meat. We got 609 pounds of meat.
Oh, yeah.
Them squirrels will eat good tonight. Our health is in the very poor range. Oh my gosh, Parasite, you broke your leg.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
No! Let's rest real quick then.
Should we rest?
We should. I don't know. Should we?
You tell me.
No! Parasite, dude, you need to rest.
And a broken arm now.
No!
Parasite has a-
what are you doing?
Broken leg. Yeah, you can't be playing around. Broken leg and a broken
Stop
arm.
running around, Parasite.
No grass for the oxen. Oh no.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I think we're cooked now, guys.
Oh no. Omek's got a fever.
Oh, gosh.
Our health is back in the very poor. A broken wagon axle. Do we want to spend a day trying to fix it? We do have an extra. I think I'm going to press no, because one day could mean life or death out
Yep.
here on the trail.
Yep. We know a thing or two. Because we have ridden this trail a time or two.
We're close, man. I think we only have to get to Grand Ronde. No grass for the oxen. Not good. Because I think we can take the shortcut down the river, and it's some pretty intense gameplay.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
It's like the
Dude,
most intense gameplay in the
like-
game.
Cruising through here. The new variant of this game
Yep.
is definitely a lot longer than this.
Now the question is, at the end of this game, or at the end of this going, we get a point multiplier based on how healthy our people are.
Yeah.
So we're at very poor. Do I rest? We have the food. Resting, most likely we will get better, but someone could die because it's more time. So I think we need to rest.
Yeah.
We'll rest for 9 days.
Woo!
And we'll see what happens. Oh, Zach is well again.
Yay!
Okay. See what else happens.
I beat the salmonellas.
Yeah, we found some wild fruit. Yummy. Delicious berries.
Do we have water?
We do have water. Omek is well again.
Yeah! Guys, I think we're going to make it. We had concerns. We didn't need to have concerns.
Okay, we can still rest. We've got a little bit of food left. Parasite's still got that broken arm, so let's rest for 5 more days.
Yeah.
I think we've got enough food for that.
Yeah,
Watch
we
me
ate some
starve
bad
ourselves.
lettuce. We ate some...
Oh, now Omek's got the measles.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mick, you just got excited.
All right, I hope you guys are ready for the most intense gameplay in the Oregon Trail CD-ROM version. This is more intense than hunting. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Oh, my bad. It's at the next stop. Dude, I just used all of our food because I thought we were at the end. We're all going to die. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No!
Gotta get some of these deer.
Get another big one. Get another big deer.
Come here. Ah.
Okay, that's 200. That's 200. That's... Okay, we need...
Oh, a bear. That'll get us to cap.
Yeah.
303 pounds.
Woo.
Okay.
All
Okay.
Right. Oh, bad water.
Trail is impassable. No water. Dude, we are getting hit with everything right now.
Yeah. They know it's the end. They know we're trying to speed run.
Mm-hmm. We're back to very poor.
Oh, man.
We'll hunt again so that we can have food to rest with.
Yeah, food and pelts. Food and pelts is very important.
Oh. Bear, yes. Got the bear. Oh, yeah, big elk. Let's go. This is it. The Dales is the end. Omek is well again.
Yeah!
Okay, way to go, Omek.
Everybody's healing up for the end.
Oh, we lost 32 pounds of spoilage. 32 pounds of food due to spoilage.
That's not good.
Okay, this is actually the end.
What is everybody's guess? Are we all going to make it?
I hope we're all alive right now. We're resting for 9 days. Give everybody a nice break after that grueling trail. Parasite, your broken bones are all fixed. It only took like 2 weeks. You must have been drinking your milk. What else do we got? Let's see. We're just resting and resting and resting. Let's look at our status. We're all at fair. So that's
good.
That's not bad. We're going to rest for 4 more days. See if we can get that up to good.
Oh, it's hot out. It's hot out there.
Oh my gosh.
No!
We were just resting and now you got dysentery. This is really going to hurt our score. I think we can rest for 3 days with the amount of food we have. Yeah.
Just can't get any breaks.
Oh boy. Okay, now we are at the most exciting gameplay in Oregon Trail. I hope you guys are ready. Here we go. Boom. Look at this. Intense gameplay.
Look at that. Look at those frames per second.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, frame per second.
I'm dodging all the rocks. You can't get me.
All right, for any of you youngins out there, this is the game. This is the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so beautiful. The map on the right, so you know where you're at.
Yeah, dude, you got a little mini map.
It's like, that's ahead of its time, guys.
Dude, this was a big game back in the day.
Look how many colors are on that screen. There's like brown, green, and blue.
Yep.
White. Like, that's all. How many more colors do you need?
We made it.
Woo!
All right.
We can run the...
Ooh, that's a pretty good score. 7,392.
Dang.
5 people arriving in fair health. Very nice. We all lived, everybody.
The response from the mouse was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We did it! Yeah, everybody's made it.
We're number 2 on the leaderboard right now. Very nice.
Oh yeah, definitely put that on the leaderboard. Yep.
Well, I will try to find another game. That was pretty fun, guys. But I think this computer fell asleep while we were playing it. I don't even know if the fans for the GPU are on because this was not very taxing on the computer. So the download's running pretty, or the update is running pretty slow right now. So maybe you guys just get Oregon Trail today. I guess we could always run it back, but.
See, I wish you could do a playthrough plus and carry the same crew over, and then they get like a little, bonus because they've completed it once.
Yeah. Bring Parasite back with his broken limbs.
Yep.
If y'all want to play Oregon Trail, it's all free on Oregon Trail's website, so that's kind of cool.
There you go. Educate.
They have the
The
black
masses.
and green version.
Oh, the OG.
Yeah. No connection? What do you mean, no connection? I can't stall for much longer, Steam. I already did the whole Oregon Trail. How's the Bills going, Zach?
Oh yeah.
Cruising.
We are getting our radiator sucked up in here.
Very nice.
It's there we go. We're getting the cables ran to the back, making this thing look pretty. Ooh, and now that I do have it upside down, I can add the zip tie where I was wanting one. Because I like to have things super organized. That's
You got to.
Okay, everything did get screwed in, yeah. Perfect. Alright.
I don't know.
So, we do have our case cables that we're getting to plug in right now. Like earlier, I like breaking things down. Makes it a lot easier to manage everything and get it all plugged in. I'm a person that likes to get overwhelmed with too many options, and having all of the cables in here is too many options for me. So that's why I'd like to even just leave as few fans in until I have this all tied up. Just makes it that much easier. And as you can see, we do have that nice, beautiful braided front panel cable that just makes the 3 cables separate into one. Boop, 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 ba-doop. There we go. Okay, so now and I really enjoy these cases that do have Velcro strips in them. I like using both the zip ties and the Velcro. I like the zip ties to bundle my cables, and then the Velcro strips to have them locked in place where they should be. Let's go ahead and do something like this. And like I have mentioned in the past, like we use like 8-inch, 9-inch long zip ties. Sometimes these cases, come with, sometimes these cases come with zip ties. I typically notice they seem to be very short. I don't know if I'm just super used to 6 years of using the same length of zip ties, and that's my preference now. But yeah, some of the smaller ones, you just can't get a good bundle of cables around them sometimes. Let's plug in these front fans. Okay. These opener, bigger cases, these more open, bigger cases, they are going to be the ones on not figuring out how the tie-up is done, but like these back boys right here, just figuring out where you want to mount your fan hub is kind of a thing you'll get into with a case like this. There we go. And last one. But yeah, like you can kind of see this, that backside back there is going to be a little bit funky for tying up those fans, because like I mentioned earlier, you can have fans right there. So if we were to have our 3 extra fans installed, then we would just want to make sure that all of these fan wires right here, fan cables, we want to make sure that they don't get and won't be able to get in the blades of the other fans. You can kind of buzz down this housing, because this is a very thin housing. You can buzz it down by if the cable runs along the fan, because while that's spinning, that's going to act like some sweet sandpaper and just kind of slowly eat away until it can't eat nothing no more. Off topic, but do you play the guitar? Just wondering, LOL. I do not. Back in the day, I was a trumpeter, and that's all I played. My sister, she played the flute and the guitar. Other than a synthesizer, that's all I'm playing right now. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna show you a little trick. See that right there? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Boom. That's me bending my pinky. It doesn't really bend, and I gotta bend that finger to bend that one. So yeah, I can't play guitar. My hands don't. My left hand only allows me to drive my vehicle, and that's about it. I can't do nothing with it. I'll do this way. Tinka. There we go. Perfect. Do you play the guitar? Paul, you play any instruments?
Nope.
No.
I do not. I'm not very musically talented. I did play like trumpet in like 5th grade or whatever, but I wouldn't, maybe in middle school too, but I wouldn't count it as anything.
Yeah.
I tried to play guitar a while back, but that is a skill that the amount of time it would take me to do, I do not want to put in.
Yep. I can't even play Guitar Hero. That's too much for me. I could do the 3 buttons, and then beyond that, that's too much.
Yeah, I could play Guitar Hero pretty well, but man. All right, let's try this.
All right, and let's get this thingamajanging plugged in there. Okay. And we're just gonna do a nice big bundle right here. So I just feel like that is going to be decent. Okay. Ooh. Well, bam. Okay. Let's do this one right here.
Cool.
Okay. A couple more zip ties. And we'll be good to go. Okay, so there is our nice little fan hub. Plugged into RGB. I think that should be good. Sometimes I have a problem. You too. Sometimes I have a problem with this back door closing. I know that once I get everything like in here and situated, and once it gets shoved into a box and like packet foamed, it'll like be able to compress it and help it. Sometimes some systems need that little bit of compression work just to keep the panels closed up. Sticking a lot of big things into some small cases sometimes. Vibe, have a good Tuesday. All right, let's lay this flat. We're gonna install, I like the front intake panel. Yeah, it is a pretty cool case. This is the 5000X from Corsair. It is very clean. Like I was saying earlier, we could fit 3 extra fans behind this little panel right here. This panel up top there. We're gonna slap down this 5060. Nice 8 gig card, perfect size, 2 fan, 2 slot. All right, card is in play. Let's stand everything back up. We've got our 750 power supply. Non-modular. Non-modular means we got all these to play with. I like organizing everything out and pre-tying up the cables that we're not going to need. This is a very nice power supply to get in today's world. We do have a 12-volt high power cable built in. This graphics card does not require it, but you never know. You might do an upgrade and you'll need this cable. Having this cable built into the power supply means you can never lose it. So that is a very nice thing to have. Yes, and saves money. Yes. Yeah. Non-modulars, you know, if you're looking to save money, it is a good way to do it. In my professional opinion, there are a couple of things that you can future-proof. I know people talk a lot about future-proofing. If I get this Ryzen 9 or Intel 9 KS or X3D2, then it's going to last me forever and ever and ever and ever, and that's going to be great. That's going to be perfect. You know, that is a good way to look at future proofing. But at one point in time, that processor will go old and will require a new motherboard. So I like to have my future-proof items actually be things that you can carry through multiple builds. Paul has had his AIO because he bought a nice AIO. He's had that for 7+ years.
A lot of years, yep.
So, you know, he got a well-named brand piece of equipment, and he's kept good care of it, and it's been able to last a long time. You know, if we were going to snag some Temu 360, it might die immediately, or it might cause my computer to blow up, and then I have to get other parts. But I like looking at a power supply. In today's world, a 750 would be a good like base starter one. For anything with like a high-end 40 or high-end 50 series card. You can do a Google search and do a power supply calculator. You'll input your processor and your graphics card, and it will tell you what weight of power you should get. 850, 1000 watt, both of those should be future-proof enough right now to where they'll last a very long time. But yeah, getting like a nice liquid cooler and a nice power supply and some solid storage. Right now, solid storage would be another very good future-proof. Yes, your storage device might get a little bit slower over time, but if you got if you have a nice one that has all of your stuff on it, you know, that's a valuable thing to keep. Even if you just have it as your backup once you know, let's say you have a Gen 4 motherboard, and so you have a Gen 4 NVMe drive on it. Well, eventually one day will come around where you're going to have to upgrade your motherboard, and then it might get upgraded to a Gen 5. So you can have a brand new Gen 5 NVMe drive with your operating system on it, and then have that Gen 4 old drive with all of your games on it. It's still going to operate fast, and then all of the newer games that come out you can have on your newer drive. So there's lots of ways to kind of quote-unquote future-proof your build. In my opinion, it's buying a nice power supply, it's buying a nice liquid cooler, it's buying nice storage, because the big parts that are going to be changing consistently would be your memory modulars, your motherboards, and your processors. Those typically, if a motherboard change or a socket change, then you know you can't carry over this processor from this old generation onto a new motherboard. You're going to have to get a whole new motherboard. Sometimes when getting a whole new motherboard, You might have to get whole new memory modulars too, RAM. Sometimes, usually when like a new chipset comes out, there might be a couple of variations that still have the older equipment on it, and some boards that have the newer equipment on it. So I always highly recommend just double checking what you want and what you're going to get, so that you know, or so that you get what you're wanting to do. You know, if you've got old stuff and a new chip comes out, but you like the memory that you have on the old stuff and your storage device on the old stuff, you're just wanting that new chipset, you know, maybe snag one of those new boards when they come out. If you're needing all new, you know, a graphics card is going to go onto any motherboard. You know, it doesn't make sense to stick a 5090 on like a B550. You could do it, you know, if you have the money for the 5090, you could probably get you a motherboard that can support it properly. But you playing, Paul?
I'm playing some Counter-Strike.
Yeah!
We're doing it.
Yep. Yeah, my uncle is the same way. He is 78, and he literally has each hard drive from every build. And what's cool about his build right now is the case he has can actually house multiple drives, and so he can pick and choose what operating system, essentially like what era he wants to play in, because he's been around for a while, so he likes the older stuff a little bit more. But it is fun.
I got opt.
Oh no! Blah blah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah! Man, that looks so pretty.
It does. Oh my gosh, my teammate. Bro, you're just camping with the taser? Come on, man.
Who knows when DDR6 will come out, and if no one can afford it. Yup. Yep, we'll get it. We'll get it here eventually. And then, you know, by the time DDR6 comes out, the next tech scarcity will have happened too. And who knows what it'll be then. It'll probably be like, what have we not done yet? We've done graphics cards a couple years ago, memory modulars now. Man, what should it be? What could it be? What don't we want it to be? Power supplies. Power supplies will be the next thing. That is if you can get a power supply, oh man, you're so set. I don't know. If power supplies became the hunted after items, that would be weird. I have a
Nice.
Z790 Soriano Elite AX. It's black. I want a different color. Something that would be recommended upgrade. Okay, why do my cable keep doing that? Let me do a quick Ask Jeeves search here for you. What do we got? This is a Z790. I don't know this word. S-O-R-I-A. S-O-R-I-A. No. Oh, sorry. Elite AX. Elite AX. Okay, you have an Aorus. It's black. I want a different color or something. What would be a recommended upgrade? Aorus. Okay.
Oh, we dodged a lot there.
Yo, 3Q, 2N, 2P, bam. So there you guys go. Okay, Paul, we have an Aorus Z790 Elite AX, a gigabyte motherboard.
Okay.
What would be a good recommendation for them? And hold on, yes, whatever that is. What kind of upgrade are you wanting to do?
Like staying on Z790 chipset?
Wow,
Or-
that was not who I was talking to. CatDad36. CatDad36, what recommendation upgrades are you wanting for your Z790? Do you not like it because it can't do overclocking? Do you not like it because it doesn't do this? Because I think that's a good board, right?
Yeah, that's a really good board. It's
Yeah.
a really high-end board. So if you're wanting to upgrade to another Z790, I probably wouldn't, just because it's so good. But you know, if you're wanting to go something more current, but
Just
Z790 is
different.
pretty good.
Just different. Okay.
Just different. Yeah, you could look at like an MSI Godlike or something. It sounds like you like the high-end stuff. So an MSI Godlike would be pretty cool. Obviously, the Asus Maximus are the high-end ones of those versions. They're there's like a Gigabyte Ice one that's all white. That looks pretty nice. But just upgrading your motherboard without like staying on the Z790, I don't know if I would.
Oh man, dude, CatDad, call us up, CatDad. That's why you bought from us, bro. Call our tech support. If you bought it from us 8 months ago, dude, you can call us and we can help figure out what you want, and then you can either ship it in and we could do the convert job for you, and reset everything up, make sure the board's all okie pokey and great, or you can do that on your own if you would like. Zach, are you building the giveaway PC on stream? Smokey, I did not build the QuakeCon giveaways. Those were built behind the scenes. I have only synced them. I have not built these ones. I was in charge of building the DreamCon ones. And I forgot thermal paste, so, it had to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm using B650 and a 7800X3D. Ah, yes. We can definitely do that. Okay. Our last cable to plug in. Man, lunch is already went through me. I am shaking at the knees right now. Ooh. Man, I've just been peeling skin today too. I get the nastiest little like skin cuts, and so the sweat just is like stinging.
In there? Yeah.
Don't worry, Smokey. They are. I have seen them in testing. I did watch them in testing. Ow. I'll build the next one. I'll get the next. We'll build the next one on stream if it's an on-stream giveaway. Bam. Okay. Now we get to install all of. You get a screen up front. Oh, did not put it in right. Nope. You get a screen up front. You get a glass panel. You get a screen up top.
What?
No!
How did you even see me? Did you get my shoulder?
You get a glass panel.
Oh, he came up from behind me. Dang.
Are you playing against people?
Yep.
Dang, man.
Counter-Strike's hard, man.
Yeah. I feel like if you're playing Counter-Strike, you're pretty sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like League, the proper League, Rocket League, the
Yep.
true gamers game, like old school RuneScape,
That's right.
like Oregon Trail. I love building systems. Just built one, rebuilt two, have two more PCs to build for my recording studio. Nice. What kind of recording studio you got going on? Mainly because I don't know what kind of recording studio you might have. It could be a voice audio one. It could be music one. The people don't know, and the people just want to learn. All right. Let's get no glare on this bad boy. Just not gonna put my finger into the socket. A nice full music production studio. Hell yeah. Okay.
Good try.
Tinka. Woo! It can do graphics, video editing, but not what it's designed for. Nice. That's pretty fun. Having equipment and rigs is very nice and neat. I'm gonna just change those to white. Do that one. Bam. That looks pretty good, but you know, white looks better. Let's change the stuff behind me. Ha. We got him.
Oh, he dated himself. Oh my gosh.
Nice. And doing some AI for it. That's cool. That's real fun. Alrighty, Scooby Gang. From here, this is going to go, like Paul said, into our testing department for the next 12 hours. It will be Prime 95, test benchmark for marked if you were here for when Paul was showing that off. It's that, but for 12 hours. We want to make sure that your machines are good to go. If there is any faulty parts inside it, we want to get that out and get a fresh part in there. Our testing department does do a couple of specialty things. We can overclock your processor. We can overclock your graphics card. They get in there, they set your memory to what it needs to be. They discount, double check to make sure all of your storage devices show up and are locked in, loaded. The only thing they're going to install is a Windows 11 operating system. No bloatware, no malware, no spyware, no software, no crap that's not needed. We do have free games that get got with the purchase of Select. hardware, those are typically going to be processors or graphics cards. But if AMD or Intel both say, hey, you get this free game with this 50 series card or with this KS unit or with this Radeon card, we are giving you guys those games too.
Free games.
Yeah, free games. Other than that, you get us for life. So like I was mentioning earlier, if you have any issues with your machine, no matter where you purchased your CLX gaming rig from, if you bought it out of the trunk of a Honda Accord at the Quick Trips, you can call us up and get support for that machine. We are here to take care of you guys. Same thing with our giveaways. If you want to give away, same rules apply to you. You're going to get all the goodies that come with it, plus our backing for you. If that seems crazy to you, well, then you're a crazy person. You know, we like being crazy here, so we're just amping up your crazy to be even more crazier. Yes, for life. For life. All right, I think Paul and I are gonna get up out of here. It's Tuesday. We will catch you guys on Thirsty Thursday, and we'll see you later, Scooby Gang.
Bye-bye.
Bye.